In this morning's Business Insight, in 2016, you'll likely be hearing a lot about the Preschool Promise. It's an effort to make 2 years of quality preschool available to every 3- and 4-year-old in Cincinnati. Greg Landsman, the executive director of the Strive Partnership, is leaving that organization to focus full-time on Preschool Promise. Greg is with us this morning along with Stephanie Bird, executive director of the United Way of Greater Cincinnati's Success by 6 program. They're in the studio with Business Watch producer Kelly Leon.
Thanks, Peg. Greg, Stephanie, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
I heard Greg talk about this a few weeks ago and was just blown away. I mean, I've heard about it, but I thought this is something that people really need to know more about.
Yeah.
You left Strive to take this on full time. Why?
Yeah, so, you know, and a lot of it has to do with Stephanie and the work that she's done for the last decade or more with Success by 6 and proving that if we can give kids access to quality preschool and a child, whether they're low income or middle class, has 2 years of quality preschool, they do significantly better in life, and that has huge implications for our families and our schools and ultimately the economy.
Stephanie, how do you feel about Greg taking this on full-time and working with you? That shows the commitment to it.
Absolutely, I'm very excited because he's very passionate about this work, as am I. We know that our community can be much better, and it starts with our children. And through United Way's work over the years, we've been able to show that when children have a good, strong foundation, when they start school, they're more likely to be doing well as they get into school, as proven by third-grade reading scores and beyond. And so having Greg jump in full-time to do this is an exciting thing because we're going to need all the energy that we can muster to make this happen in 2016. And I'm looking forward to working with him to make it happen.
And it sounds overwhelming, but Greg, you talked about other cities that are doing this already. I mean, I'm sure we can learn from them. How do we get this done? Yeah,
so a lot of other cities have done it, a lot of other countries have done it. That is, provide quality preschool for their kids, and you know, for us, we would be the first in the nation, though, to give every kid 2 years of quality preschool, at least the option, tuition assistance to help them or their families afford 2 years of quality preschool. And you know, it's an initiative now led really by dozens and dozens of people. We have 4 co-chairs that are leading a lot of the decision making about what will ultimately be put in front of voters, and hundreds of leaders and organizations have now rallied behind getting this done. And it's in many ways driven primarily by the community at this point, who would like to see something transformative done. I mean, we have you know, 3 primary goals with this. One is to dramatically reduce poverty. We have one of the highest child poverty rates in the city. 2 is to grow our middle class. This would provide strong subsidies for both low and middle class families. And then 3, build a stronger workforce and strengthen our economy by attracting and retaining families. And you know, those are 3 things that are priorities for just about everyone living in the city.
And so, quickly, we don't have a lot of time left, but what can the average person out there, whether they're in the business community or just an individual, how can we help you? What can we do?
Well, we are going to be in need of all the support we can get to get the word out about the importance of the Preschool Promise. We have yard signs that we make available for people to put in their yard because it will stimulate the question, what is the Preschool Promise? And a lot of support for individuals who want to go out and talk about this. We need to have a groundswell of support from across the community for people to talk about it, understand why it's important, and then to be in favor of it when we go to the ballot in the fall of 2016.
So fall of 2016 is when we'll vote on
so
the levy.
At the end of the day, citizens will have the opportunity to vote to give every kid in the city, low and middle class families, 2 years of quality preschool.
So I heard Greg talk about this. I was totally convinced. I mean, not that I wasn't before, but keep talking. You guys are doing great. And if we can help, come on back on the show, and we'll help you get the word out.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly.
All right. Thanks so much for being here, and Happy New Year.
Yeah,
you too.